Hello, my little book friends, my book buddies, whatever we all want to call each other. I don't know. Today, I am bringing you guys a very special announcement, plus a mini book haul, because the special announcement wasn't really enough for a decent sized video. So I decided to mix the book haul together. But we're gonna start with the little special announcement, and then if you guys want to stick around for the book haul, you can already see they're right there. It's a very small book haul, it's not a lot. Then you can do that. So let's just go ahead and let's find out what the special announcement is. And that is, if you watched my goals video from last week, I talked about changing my channel name and doing a bit of a rebranding to hopefully help the channel be found. And I had a couple ideas in place, talked them over with Chaz over at Bookish Chaz, because he is my friend and special consultant. And initially I was going to go with Alyssa's Library because I liked the way it sounded. Unfortunately, somebody else on YouTube has that title. That channel name, someone else, and the thing is multiple people can have the same channel name. They just don't recommend it because then people can't find your channel, kind of thing. So unfortunately, I couldn't go with that. And then there was another creator in the book sphere here on YouTube who uses her name, Alyssa. And so when you look it up, her channel comes up. So I ended up deciding, okay, well, I can't go with my name. It's just apparently more common in the book world than I realized, okay? So what I have decided to do was keep a portion of the name that I currently have and utilize the word library. So going forward, the channel is going to be called Heart Wild's Library. And I think it's a good middle ground to land on. Okay, I feel like having the word library lets people know, hey, this is a book channel. She's going to be talking about books, book reviews, book topics, anything like that. And then Heart Wild still references my favorite book of all time, Kings of the Wild, and it still references the channel name that I initially started with, which is nice. So, yeah, I think it's a good medium. I think it's a good middle spot. Plus it's shorter. It's, I love Into the Heart Wild, it's what I started with, but I definitely think it's just a bit too niche in people not really knowing what it means and not really knowing what the channel is focused on. And so I think doing Heart Wild's Library is going to be able to tell everybody, hey, that's a book channel. So that is what I'm going to be called going forward. The name will change the exact same day that this video goes up, which is going to be Tuesday. So yes, don't freak out. Don't unfollow me because you don't know who I am all of a sudden. I'm the same person. I'm just really hoping that changing the channel's name will help with people understanding what exactly my channel is for and about. So there we go. That's the special announcement. Yeah, I hope you guys like the new name. And, if you guys think it's terrible, you can tell me that too. But I think it's a good name. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's talk about my little mini book haul that I also have decided to give you guys right now. Okay, so the book haul covers from December into end of January, start of February, because I did get one book in the other day because I've been trying to get this book. But it's mostly from December till January. It's not a very big, like I said, it's not very big. It's right there. I have two of them in my hands. So we will start with the two in my hands because they are from the same series. And that is the Broken Binding editions of The Green Angel Tower, Siege and Storm. A lot of people have been like, books 3 and 4. It's book 3. It's book 3. It's the god-awful inside of how large the print is that makes it into 2 books. Plus, apparently, I have learned the UK really likes to split really giant volumes into like 2 books, whereas the US is like, stick that sucker in 1 book. Because I have the original Green Angel Tower US editions in hardback, and this is 1 book. This is 1 book. But yes, we have the broken binding editions. They're very nice. I do like the covers. This one is my favorite because it's colorful. It's not dark. It's not dingy. It's not just like, this is very, like, it's nice. Like, I will say the print quality for these covers with how dark 3 out of the 4 are very, very good. Because that's something I've been having an issue with broken binding, is how dark and muddy a lot of their darker printed covers are, to where you can't see the details in the art. And as an artist myself, I want to see the detail. I want to see it all. Okay, so definitely much better print quality on these ones, but this one is my favorite just because of all the brightness. Like, it's so gorgeous. I still think the font inside is absolutely horrendous. And I know that that's not like Broken Binding's fault or anything. I know that's on the publisher and stuff, but I really wish that they had like fought a little bit on that and been like, we're gonna need something different. I personally just don't like it. So yeah, we'll start with those. Very nice. I don't think my swords are supposed to be wavy, but I think it's just like the book pages. So yeah, they're very nice. Okay, so moving on from that, I got 3 books for Christmas. That was it, just 3. It was a little sad, but that's all right. So one of the first ones that I got was System Collapse by Martha Wells. This is the latest one in the Murderbot series. I think it's 7. I think it's like book 7, 6 or 7, something like that. I don't know. I still haven't read it yet because I buddy read this series with my best friend now, because she only reads romance and Murderbot. Literally. And I was one who introduced her to Murderbot. So she doesn't have this one yet, so we haven't read it yet. But I do have it now, and I'm super happy because I love Murderbot. One of my absolute favorite sci-fi series. Don't fall. And then the other 2 I got were volumes 9 and 10 of A Man and His Cat. I love this manga. You guys don't even know, okay? You don't even know. Every single volume, I haven't read these 2 yet, but every single volume that I have read, so 1 through 8, has made me cry. Konda-san, Mr. Konda, I love him so much. He's the old man. You follow an old man who adopts a cat after his wife passes away, and it's so beautiful and heartfelt, and like the way he helps other people through their problems while also fighting his own problems. Like, I just love it. And then you get some of the POVs from the cat's point of view, and I'm just like, stop it, I love the kitties. So yes, very happy to have these 2. I think I'm like still 2 volumes behind. I am so behind on like so much of my manga buying. It's a little ridiculous. So hopefully I can correct that this year. That's hopefully, but we don't know. So next up, in early January, I went around to some like Half Price Books and did some browsing, and then went to Boomerang Books. That's this is their. I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing because I don't want you guys to know exactly where I'm at. But this is their little mascot for their store. It's a little used bookstore that's owned by this married couple. Oh, they're so adorable. But I thought this was volume 2 for the Quarters novels by Tanya Huff, because I have book 1. This is volume 2 of the omnibus versions. So I have book 1, 3, and 4. I thought this was book 2. I got so excited because I saw the Quarters novels volume 2, and I was like, oh my god, this is the one I need. And then when I got home and I was adding it into my spreadsheet, I was like, no quarter in the quartered C. I was like, what is this? What? I was like, what is this called? And then I actually like looked it up. It's an omnibus. This is 2 books. This is books 3 and 4 because I didn't know that they had did omnibus versions of this series because it's a quartet. So yeah, I'm still happy I have it. And I even went and double checked my first volume for this series to be like, wait, is that a volume 1? Do I actually have one? Do I actually have the whole series? It's just volume 1. I am missing book 2. So yeah, still happy that I have it. But it's still on the hunt for book 2, I suppose. Then a pre-order that I put in December. Came in, and that would be Barbarian's Heart by Ruby Dixon. One of 2 romance series that I genuinely love. I've read the entire series, and they are slowly but surely coming out with these new special cover editions, and I buy them because 1, I want them, and then 2, you get a bookmark and a sticker drawn by Conky. So yes, that's why I pre-ordered it, so that I could get those goodies. I have all of them so far. I think this is what, 7 or 8 in the series? I'm not sure. It's around there though. I have a lovely collection so far. And then last but not least, which was one that I just got in yesterday because I decided to go ahead and order this when I was purchasing some new nose rings for my daughter because she needed some new ones. And I was like, I'm going to throw in something for myself because I really, really want this. And that would be Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. For the longest time, I had zero interest in wanting to read this particular classic because it didn't sound like something I was interested in. And then last year, I started reading Gothic literature and I fell in love with it. And everybody is like, you have to read Jane Eyre. Like, you have to. It's like, you read Gothic, you read Jane Eyre. Like, it's one of those ones, especially like with the Gothic romance side. So everybody better not be lying to me about that, okay? Like, this better be as good as everybody says it is, or else I'm gonna be really upset. But it took me so long to buy it because I was looking for a copy that I really, really wanted that fit me, because it's a classic, so there's like a quadrillion copies out there with different covers, and a lot of them are just really not that appealing in my opinion. And then I saw this one. This one has art done by the fashion designer Ruben Toledo. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, Ruben Toledo, the Cuban fashion designer. Okay, editing Alyssa here because I made a mistake. He is not a fashion designer. He is a fashion illustrator. So I just wanted to clear that up because looking back on it, I said designer like 2 or 3 times. He is a fashion illustrator, just so that we have our information correct. He did a whole line for Penguin Classics, and I fell in love with this, and I was like, I have to have this. There's the back, and then he's even got the little side panels there, and then a little right there. I just absolutely fell in love with this cover, and I was trying to find it on a couple of used sites to see if I could find it used, but unfortunately I couldn't. And then the one I did find, it was like tore up. I was like, dang girl, what'd you do to your book? Run it over with a truck? Jeez. So I did end up buying it through Amazon. It was because normally it is $20. I got it for $10 on Amazon. So as someone who doesn't have a lot of money, you know, I don't try and buy from Amazon too often, but I saved $10. So yeah, that is the little mini book haul and my special announcement. So yeah, hopefully a lot of you will stick around and continue going forward, and hopefully the channel name change will be in my favor and help work, and hopefully everybody likes the change. So yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, comment, all those great things, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.